Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Harvey's life is a rags to riches tale, but there's no fairy godmother or anonymous benefactor, just integrity, ingenuity, and success. So let's have a look at how Steve Harvey went from homeless to millionaire. Number 5. How Steve Harvey went from homeless to millionaire. Harvey tells people in this week's cover story that, despite amassing a $100 million empire, he was once homeless and living out of his Ford Tempo. It saddens me when successful individuals say, "I always knew I'd get here." I didn't. This is extraordinary. My imagination didn't even stretch this far. He seemed to have everything. Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, his best-selling book from 2009, has been made into a blockbuster film and a sequel. He now presents a syndicated radio show, Family Feud, and The Steve Harvey Show, a popular daytime talk show. He most recently hosted NBC's successful variety show Little Big Shots. However, when he initially resigned from his job to pursue a career as a comedian, he found himself separated from his wife and on his own, and surviving on as low as $50 per week. That was an unpleasant moment, really incredibly traumatic. He recalls of his time on the streets in the late 1980s. "Everyone has a time when they turn back, when they think to themselves, 'This is too much.'" Harvey adds, "I had it on several occasions." Harvey persevered even when he was at his lowest point, hiding in a hotel toilet while attempting to wash up. "I sat down and began weeping, but a voice whispered, 'If you keep going, I'll take you places you've never visited,'" the actor revealed. It was as if God was saying, "Don't give up, you're nearly there." Harvey quickly rose to prominence, winning a high-profile performance on Showtime at the Apollo in 1993, as well as a sitcom and a seat on Cedric the Entertainer and the late Bernie Mac's original Kings of Comedy tour. Despite having a good marital and family life and his position as a television regular, Harvey says he can't slow down. "I'm fleeing homelessness," he says. "I'll never be in that situation again. If my program is canceled, I have 3 more lined up. I don't have any spare time, although I work 12 hours a day." Number 4. Steve Harvey career. Broderick Stephen Harvey Jr. is a television and radio host, actor, author, businessman, and former stand-up comedian from the United States. He hosts the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud, Miss Universe, Family Feud Africa, and the arbitration-based court comedy Judge Steve Harvey. Harvey began his career as a stand-up comic. In the early 1980s, he performed stand-up comedy and hosted Showtime at the Apollo and the Steve Harvey Show on the WB. After appearing on the Kings of Comedy tour, he was later included in the original Kings of Comedy. Harvey returned to stand-up comedy in 1997, joining Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hewley, and Bernie Mac on the Kings of Comedy tour. The tour became the highest-grossing comedy tour in history, earning $18 million in its first year and $19 million in its second. In 2012, he gave his final stand-up performance. Harvey has been the presenter of both Family Feud and Celebrity Family Feud since 2010. In addition, he has hosted Little Big Shots, Little Big Shots Forever Young, and Steve Harvey's Thunderdome. He is the author of 4 books, including the best-selling Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, released in March 2009. Number 3. Company Houses by Steve Harvey. He established Steve Harvey Global, an entertainment firm that contains his production company East 112, and many other enterprises, in 2017. He also invested in the HDNet takeover alongside Anthem Sports and Entertainment, and created an African version of Family Feud. In addition, he and his wife, Marjorie, founded the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to children's education. In 2017, he also founded the Sand and Soul Festival. The annual event includes live music, humor, and a question-and-answer session with Harvey and his wife. Harvey Events, a special events firm run by his daughter Morgan Hawthorne and son-in-law Kareem Hawthorne, was also founded by him. It has created events such as Atlanta's Floribian Fest in Atlanta in 2018. Number 2. Early life. On January 17, 1957, Harvey was born in Welch, West Virginia, to coal miner Jesse Harvey and Eloise Vera. After actor Broderick Crawford from the television series Highway Patrol, his given name is Broderick. Harvey struggled with stuttering as a youngster, but he finally conquered it. Harvey and his family relocated to Cleveland, Ohio, where they lived on East 112th Street, dedicated Steve Harvey Way in 2015. In 1974, he graduated from Glenville High School. He attended Kent State University and West Virginia University shortly after high school, and is an Omega Psi Phi fraternity member. Number 1. Steve Harvey Philanthropy. Harvey founded Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation, a charitable organization providing juvenile outreach programs. The charity sponsors an annual camp for fatherless children and has teamed with Kent State University to grant scholarships to students. Harvey is also a collaborator with Walt Disney World Resort and Essence for the Disney Dreamers Academy, an annual course for 100 students in Walt Disney World. Steve Harvey has received 6 Daytime Emmy Awards, 2 Macaroni Awards, and 14 NAACP Image Awards in various categories. That brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the content, then do leave a like. So until next time, take care and goodbye!